Welcome back to Field of Glory 2. And now I'm going to emphasize a strategy that I've used in many battles, and it's mainly for infantry battles. And you can be slightly outnumbered, but have superb infantry. And it's called the the Oblique tactic. And I'm going to be doing a battle where I'm going to be playing the Spartans because hoplite warfare in the early days was just back and forth. It was basically an endurance test, and whoever broke first won the battle. And they were very drawish and very boring. But then the Theban general Epaminondas came up where he stacked everything on one flank and was able to get an advantage. And this is a way in rigid type armies how to beat the AI in Field of Glory 2. And I'm going to do another, and I recommend people use that have like Roman armies or good infantry armies of the Mediterranean, whether it's Carthaginian, Roman, against other type of similar armies, is use this, and I guarantee you will have tremendous victories. Now, there's other strategy, like once you get to the horse archers or, more missile units, there's completely different battle, idioms that you use here. But for rigid armies, and especially against this AI here, I recommend the oblique or Luchter tactic. So let's do a practice battle here again. Just write a raw one. And I like the Spartans. So I want to play the Spartans because they have slightly superior units to other Greek hoplites. But if they go toe-to-toe with them, there's a chance they can lose. And I've tested that, and it gets really, really close. But you want to win decisively where it's not close. So I'm going to take Sparta. Where are you? Okay, Spartan 461 to 281 BC. We're going to use these guys. We're going to do medium. We don't want this thing to, just drag out too long. Just a medium battlefield is good. That's usually what you're going to encounter in your Field of Glory campaigns, Empires campaigns. Okay, enemy army, Greek. A Greek hoplite army. And let's pick a Greek mercenary or just Greek. Yeah, just use regular Greek. They don't have to be mercenary. That's good enough. Because if you're Roman, you're going to be encountering Etruscan and Campanian and possibly even Macedonians. And this is pretty much where the Spartans have an advantage, and they have better troop quality, but they're going up. So let's pick the Greek here. And let the AI give me the units. I don't want to be able to choose, and let's see what it does here. And that's how I'm going to deploy. I've got to make sure it's not just some horrible terrain because the Greeks and the Spartans, 3 more generals, they always chose that terrain. It's not too bad. I mean, it is some shitty terrain here, but well, it's not so bad over here. So I'm going to be attacking on the right. This is all crappy terrain here. So I have Peltas, I have Greek Peltas, I have some mass Thracian Peltas. And now what is very important is, in this formation here, okay, I do have some rough ground. So I'm going to be attacking over here. Unfortunately, there's some rough terrain here, but typically in the landscape, you're not going to be able to have a choice of terrain, especially fighting those battles in the campaign. So it's going to have to do what you have. And we're going to do the same thing here. So I got citizen hoplites, veteran hoplites. And let's take a look at the Spartan army. This is CNC. And do have all these light units. There's just too much rough terrain here in the middle, so this is where I'm going to use the distraction. There's a little bit over here but in the woods, but I can handle that. I think I can get through it quickly. Let's okay, veteran hoplites mercenary. Okay, I want the veterans. Okay, give me all the soldiers with the lambda, the Spartans themselves. Let's put them all over. Since I'm going to be attacking on the right here, I've chosen to, based on the terrain, I have chosen my right to be the point of attack. So let's start putting all these guys over here. And the reason I'm looking at it at this angle is because I want to see who the actual Spartans are. Okay, citizen hoplites. Mercenary hoplites we can put over here too. And I want veteran and mercenary. Mercenary. Okay, Peltas Nation. I can put the Thracians over here. Mercenary hoplites. I want the best. Okay, citizen hoplites. Okay, I can use these citizen hoplites as a distraction. And I'm going to use the mercenary hoplites and the best here to do my main attack. And of course, I'm going to put all my missile units and peltasts over to assist my assault. I don't have any cavalry here. Cavalry is not probably going to be very little cavalry, if any. Let's put all these guys with the wing here. And I've done a lot of these battles before, but I'm going to pick the most rigid and like the boring type of battles that the hoplite battles were with no cavalry, and try to simulate what Epaminondas did. And I think if whoever had adopted this would have done really well right from the beginning, but they for centuries, just clashed. Hoplite formation. Okay, let's extend everything on this line here. Mass Thracian peltasts. And this is going to be basically the bait. This is the bait. And they're going to be showing off and then retreating while I use the main line here to attack. I'm going to need some more generals. Let's put 1-1. Mercenary hoplite general 2. And I really don't need any here. I need them all over here. Okay, citizen. Let's put the citizen behind here. Now let's see how the setup is going to work. Okay, this is everything. There's my right. This is going to be the push. This is going to be the initial harassment. They're just going to pelt and harass and assist us here. And this is the distraction. They may not engage. They're just going to retreat. And then if the other units start paying more attention to my right here, then they're going to come forward and harass. And hopefully this is not going to be a situation where it's going to be drawish or losing. Let's take a look at the numbers, but they haven't deployed yet. So I got 9,500. The enemy has 12,000. I fought this type of battle before where I just went toe-to-toe with them, and I lost. It was like I had like 37, just initially trying, but then I'm just going to this here. So this is what I recommend with this type of army where you have slightly better troops than your enemy and you're outnumbered. Do this here. And let's see how quickly and effectively this is going to go. All right. Okay, so you see how they deployed all these missile units, all these hoplites, everything here. everything is deployed in a line. And I'm going to be going up here towards this direction. This is all a very slow, plodding move. Let's get these hoplites moving. And these guys can just sit here and wait. And there's no reason why I shouldn't just start advancing. All these peltasts, my entire archers and peltasts, whatever, and just knock these two guys out immediately. And then engage with the hoplites, and then any hoplites that are not engaged, just hit them with these light units. Like I've done this before. Now, the only problem with the hoplites is, like, if you have Roman units and all that, you got some tremendous maneuverability in the free 45 degree. This is even more effective if you decide to play Rome in that campaign. It's really effective with the Romans, but I'm just taking a rigid hoplite army to show that it can be done too. They're just sitting there, but I'm advancing my right. This is straight, just so we... Spartans are better drilled and more maneuverable, I believe, so... Get these trained units moving. And the dangerous part is the pivot point. The point where you pivot and turn, you don't want to get outflanked there. But this is why you bring so many units, so you can fan out. Start shooting, and now we're going to start pelting. I wish I had some slingers. Sometimes they give you slingers, but like I said, I let the AI choose the army just to make it more realistic as to what there was. I guess we can just advance here. Show like we mean it. Thracians! And like if you're looking at it straight, I mean, they don't have a bird's eye view. I mean, if they're just looking straight across, all they can see is just just one line just coming forward. And this line happens to have some gaps, so they may think, well, the other units could be directly behind. You can just imagine in those days, if a general looking at it saw this, they didn't have a drones or bird's eye view to know what's coming at you. But this has got to be worrisome here, but this is going to be a mass crashing right in here. And these are mass Greek peltasts and raw hoplites. And that's the danger, because when you make the punch and break these, you can get in behind. And these reserves are going to have to, weaker reserves are going to have to come in and protect, and they can get routed quickly, and thus you hit your 40% a lot quicker. And there's the commander-in-chief. But like I've done it with the Gauls, I've done it with other Romans, but let's see what the hoplites here. All right, there's going to be... And that's to be expected because they saw this big line of peltasts coming at them. So it's natural that they're going to be coming forward, just as you're going to see the hoplites coming forward. These guys are going to come forward. The only thing is I don't want to get caught in this rough ground here. Let's see if we can just... And the whole point of is anytime you fight a battle, if your enemy allows you local superiority on the front, sure, take it. There's no rule that says that you have to fan out and match and just fight toe to toe. No, there's no rule that says you have to do that. Let's move over here. Just keep on going straight and then pivoting. I may... These are the veterans. And the whole key is that I get multiple attacks on these units. I don't want to have one-on-one, 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 and depend on die rolls. I'd rather have 3 or 4 attacking one and knocking them out as quickly as possible. That's the whole point of this oblique. But the nice thing about it is if they start moving down, you can have the woods here as a guarding the pivot point, and it's going to be hard for them to attack into the woods. This guy's going to look out here. Well, this general's going to come out here. And why not continue? If those peltasts come, then I can always retreat. I mean, they're just going to possibly pelt me here. But this is the distraction. I want those hoplites to come after these guys, and I can just start retreating when they do while I'm pushing over here. And that's basically what the oblique is. All right, they still don't want to. If I can get them in those woods here to harass. All right, there's an auto break. Disrupted. Let's get some movement in this direction. Let's get those hoplites moving. If I can trap one and pivot, trap one where they get stuck in that little area there, that's good. Okay, these guys can just sit. And I got this one mercenary in the woods here. And that one can always come down. Leave him in there, and then when these other guys come forward, I can go up in that hill position, and that would be good. All right, so one Missile units already didn't rally either. Good. All right, so now they're coming down, and I'm going to start retreating. It can be very nasty, these pelt tests, but I prefer them to be attacking my units, not my right. Okay, nice, 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 very nice. The Greeks are marching. And the AI will always do that. If you didn't have any units as bait, they would probably turn earlier. But these bait units, they suck up all these javelin forces. They do distract them big time. All right, I need to gang up on this guy. Okay, let's hit that one. Let's move this unit over here out of the way. Let's move this unit out of the way. Okay, let's go. Yeah, turn. See, these Spartans are... Okay, I can turn. Yeah, I can turn that away. That's fine. Go up here. Turn that way. Got the top of the hill. This guy can run down in a stack. Gotta get to the hill. Put this guy right over here. Let's put this guy right over here. And now I'm going to be able to assault this group here. And nice thing is I'm going to be able to put all my light units and harass all these peltasts here until I can engage them. This is going to be really a nuisance. And you guys, oh, don't kick me. Now start falling back. That's the whole trick. Now, this guy's going to retreat, so I'm going to be able to enter those woods and flank. That's not a good move. The problem is that what this strategy tactic also does is it bunches up all these hoplites where they just get cluttered up, and then when you break one, they can start causing chain routes and chain die rolls. Yeah, he was leaving. broke that one. That one's going to be running off the field. Now it's a good idea to move all these peltasts where they can start harassing and weakening all these other units. Get into the woods and hit them in the flank. And this is where the flanking maneuver comes in. This is where we start getting behind. And this is where I start putting a unit that can go up here and then flank the next turn. This is where I get this unit also. Okay, this is not good. The only problem is turn over here. Now let's not do this. Let's move this one up. Let's pivot this one here so that we have another unit covering this here, and the flank will be covered. And these guys. I think I can stay right there. Now let's go back one more. We can always go forward if we want to later. This is as far back as I'm going to go to get the distraction going. That should do it. Now this is the part where it's just going to be drawish and hoplite warfare, but this is where you want to get your flank attacks. Keep on advancing. Good. Oh, I got lucky there. Now I'm going to turn because I'm going to get a flank attack. This is why I moved this one. This is why I moved this one behind. And see, now I'm going to get a flank attack from this direction. I'm going to move this one up here. This one's going to move over here, and this one's going to be turning. I'm going to hit these guys. And now it's time to go in the woods here with these missile units and just come out and start hitting them. If you got cavalry, that's even better. And these missile units are basically, what their job is going to be is pelting units and chasing routing units, so they don't rally. That's so important too. You do not want them to rally. See, but now I'm going to get a flank attack here. This unit can move over here. And This one can stay in reserve here, kind of to, and here's the pivot point. Like this unit here is completely fractured. Just keep on moving back. Then when they move forward, you know, I just stay there. This is good. Got a ways to go. All right, let's next turn. See, I got very good units. That's why they're disrupted. See, another rowdy unit gone. Just keep on wasting. It's good on these units that I don't care about. Just keep on wasting. That's what I want. Could hurt, but maybe not. And here, see, the main army is still continuing that way. Take a beating, unfortunately, but now let's get the flank charge going. It's very devastating. Break, 2 breaks, dispersal, excellent. Now we can pivot in that direction, pivot in that direction. Just do this here, so they can't rally. Just get all these units out. Get them all out from behind. They're so well trained, you know, they get that free. If you got that free 45-degree turn, that's excellent. And you do have that, and you got to take advantage of it. That means you can flank a lot quicker. Now all of a sudden you've got Peltas running from behind. Let's get these archers. Just fire any, if you can kill anything, do it. Already moved him. That one's fragmented. I can move. And this hoplite is going to come out here. And now I'm already going to be starting to attack this one from 2 sides. Boom, boom. And boom. Kind of facing in this direction. There is a little gap, but I'm not going to worry about it yet, because you see, all this hopefully is going to collapse pretty quickly. This one's going to collapse, and then I can just come right down on him. This guy's a sitting duck. A lot of sitting ducks here. All right, my Puda guy over here. take anything here. Don't charge too much, but this is good. All right, next turn. See, the problem with all these long battles, you know, your units get worn down so badly that they can just get ground down, and you don't want to grind. You want to route them as quickly as possible and don't let him ground. Okay, he's walking into a massive trap, I think. Because I'm going to come swooping down on that guy. Yeah, this is not good for him. Ah, well, one's going to break. Break. Now the key is, once again, flank attack. Let's see what I can do over here. We want to stay away from this horrible ground. Let's see if I can put a stronger unit. Okay, this unit already lost 357. Let's just rag this one to death. See, now we're coming up here. This is exactly what Epaminondas and Pelopidas did. And the thing is, I gotta charge over here now. This is not a good combat odds. But with this here, I can come down on their flank here next. See, this is the nice thing about the strategy is that you got so many units that you can move around and you got these flanking shots. And let's see. Let's see what else I can do. Okay, I got all this info. This guy is going to be dead. There's going to be a flank attack over here. I think this can hold, but see, if I'm swooping down here, then these units can move and pivot over here. Okay, these guys. Ah, shoot. That's the only risk, but the whole key is to break more. All right, this is going to be a sitting duck. This guy, unfortunately, may be one too, but I hope to win the battle and get a lot more breaks. And if you can harass and pelt, harass and pelt, you may. Move this one up here. And this is really a deterrent against rallies too, because they're always going to run here, and then you got these light units to chase them and do a job on them. Or if you had cavalry, you can do the same thing. Let's get one and just fire on this guy. This is just as horrible. So already I curved the flank, and I got another flank attack here, so let's... I do have some light units to chase. Just think of all the missiles that they've wasted. Help! Oh no. Now, I'm going to do the flank attack here. Fortunately, I need to keep on pursuing. I can go over here, hit that one. I do have a flank attack here. I can face that one. Once this unit breaks, then I have a flank attack over here. This guy should, yeah, he should break any time. Next turn, hold firm. But I'm doing okay here. And quit. Keep on retreating. I'm going to lose another unit here, but all right, all these units should route. Now this one here I'm worried about, the mercenary hoplite test, but I will bring my units up. once again, they're up against some real good units.
Oh, that one just had a bad die roll. That was just a horrible die roll on those. All right, let's continue. Had a few unlucky. Good. Now I can swing. Okay, there's 2 disrupted units here. Attack up here. Now here's another sub-general. Fortunately, I need to turn in this direction, and I need to turn in this direction here to start hitting the flank down here. Fragmented. All right, let's check out some more. Let's keep on pursuing. Let's send this one. Make sure that they keep on pursuing. And let's bring this archer over here and just shoot. And I don't think he's going to rout too many of my units. Let's keep on running. Oh no, that's the problem with doing this crap here, is they break all the time. I didn't, well, but there's a chance he'll rally, so, all right, there's a CNC. I'm going to get him. I don't understand this rallying in the middle of combat. That just gets me. I don't get it. How is that possible? Unless they're super elite units. Well, they're doing a lot better now. This is unbelievable. What a turn of events.
This will be a 60%er. Route. Just keep on pursuing. I don't want anything to rally, just keep on pursuing them. I can attack here. Very good odds. I do have a unit here. Got a break. Got a flank attack here. And I can bring this guy up here. Bring these guys that away. Everything gets disrupted and breaks, but now the other alternative is maybe not even let these diversionary forces, just put them in an angle where they can hold. That's another thing I'm looking into with these hoplite type armies. If you don't have that much mobility to increase the attack, I wish my guys would rally. Okay. Now attack this turkey here. All right, first we will attack this. Now let's attack him. That should be at an advantage. And now I can attack this one uphill. May not be that good, but it will give me a flank attack on this guy. Now I can push up here. And breaks. Now these guys are up on the hill, and these guys are going to be completely cut out. So, like I said, I mean, it is casualties because it's a hoplites battle. Unlike Roman units and all that can move quicker and all that, this is a very rigid hoplite army. and you're going to have casualties, especially on your weak front, the diversionary front. But if you fought it in a straight line, there's a good chance you're going to lose the battle. And I've lost many of them fighting like that. It just becomes a slugfest. But here, I think I can get to 60% a lot quicker. And there may be versions. I mean, you may not need a little diversionary line. Maybe you just build a flank here, and then would they just wrap around and get stuck or something without all these units routing. But there's nothing wrong with attacking downhill. Then I have a flank attack too, I believe. Yeah. Now I can move this one up here and face in that direction, and now that's my commander-in-chief. And this commander-in-chief is going to be in some serious trouble. Maybe I'm going to get from behind. And am I still pursuing? Well, let's go this direction here. And I am going to send one in this direction, just to make sure nothing rallies. They can move real quickly, so let's try this. They do disperse. Fine, let these two units die. It's complete diversion here. Total diversion. That's the whole purpose of these bait units is to completely divert a whole bunch of hoplites. I wish one of my guys would rally. That would be... Nothing rallies. Okay. Alright, just leave these units alone. Got another break. And here's the flank charge. That's going to completely rip this guy to pieces. So I caught the commander-in-chief. He's just going to break and die of natural causes. Well, I got another break, so that entire front's just breaking. Just wrap around. And you see how this is working out? It's working out really beautifully. Now I'm just coming around here, and now once again, make sure nothing rallies. After this guy here, because you can always bump into him. I think these peltasts are strong enough to just bump into them. Just keep on hitting this guy. Let's head back in this direction. And we'll get to 60% soon. without really any danger. I mean, it's like I said, I mean, you may not need to put any bait units out here to trick the AI. The AI might just come forward or just put them in an angle where you can just angle them. I don't know. There's many ways to do it. Maybe it's not necessary to let these units route, but this is definitely, a win. But with flexible units like Roman units, they're not going to inflict casualties. Problem is with these rigid hoplite armies, this is like the most worst case where you have no cavalry and just hoplite on hoplite. This Leuctra, this is exactly what Epaminondas did, and it worked very well. And he suffered casualties too, but he crushed the Spartans. So, just imagine fighting this army in a straight line. It'd be close. All right, I think... get all my Peltast units. All right, all of my heavy infantry, see, just completely crushed. Just keep on routing. They're going to auto break. It's very difficult to rally. And that one's going to break too, but I'll get to 60% real quickly. Let's see, if I didn't have these diversionary units, they probably would have not, delayed half that army. And there's the commander-in-chief. He's ready to go. See, that's the thing, is you got to get 3 armies, 3 units on one in these hoplites, so they break quickly. And I think I can pull this off now. Or at least the next turn, kill this guy. Yeah, auto break. There we go, 53%. Another break, 57%. And now just come down with this army and just turn around. Look at this. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that just awesome? You ain't rallying. Just in case, I can do that. And this is done at the governor level, where I was outnumbered. In a hoplite army, if somebody outnumbers you by, let's see here, let's take a look here. I had slightly better quality units because of the Spartans, but yeah, casualties are high. Hoplite armies, they are, always are, but you got to realize they had 12,300 versus 9,500. I mean, that's almost 3,000 more units. And when you're talking hoplite armies, that is a big difference. It's not like you're fighting some weak barbarians or something. This is, 2,500 more troops in this ratio here is very, very significant. Be a pain here. Keep on moving these guys and keep on pursuing them where they just cannot do anything. If he rallies, he can bump into him. This is the whole thing. Is you have to think of using your light units, your skirmish units, and keep this AI from rallying if possible. Because that's what kills you in these games. Bad enough they rally in the middle of combat, but this is what I found to be effective against Field of Glory too. and using this strategy for rigid jump. And I can break this guy. This is not difficult anymore. Yeah, I may lose this guy here, but he's hitting 60% real quickly, and this is a big victory. And I got plenty of light units ready to double break anything that decides to rally. There's nothing rallying, is there? No, I doubt it. Yep, that's it. None of them rallied because I chased them. All right, brave guys, duh. And see, now this part is completely off, and I got to. That's the key to winning these type of battles, is getting local superiority. And I guess these sacrificial lambs here were very necessary. Oh! But now they're too late to rescue the battle, so. Look at all these javelins. Look at this pile of javelins here. That's crazy. That is crazy. Look at this. Oh my God. And what's best to do? Keep on chasing him. And so I'm going to have a flank attack over here. And once I get these two units eliminated, that's going to be the end. I just make sure nothing can rally. This one's pretty much done here. Get these units close. Now get up here, just in case. This one's been tattered, so that's the problem hoplite is on. They get tattered real badly. And I can start a flank attack over here. Okay, next turn. Okay. Disperse, disperse, good. Keep on routing. And that's the nice thing, I kept every one of them. Oh no, in the woods. Okay, I'm at 61%. Let's hit this one with arrows. And just make sure nothing else can rally. Keep on chasing. Unfortunately, he retreated in the woods, but I can bring the Spartans out again. And I think that's it. I think that's pretty much it. I don't think anything can rally. It'd be terrible cheating if it did. Dispersed. That's it. Yeah, I got it. But I don't think I could have won this battle, straight. Look at the javelins here. That's incredible. But there could be tweaks maybe to reduce casualties. I don't know. But if it hadn't been for these units in the center, the sacrificial units, I don't know. I don't think all these other units, they probably would have gotten into the main battle. But this is it again. So I got my 61%. And the enemy's defeated, and that's at the governor level. Yeah, I lost 23%, but I was outnumbered. And this was a rigid hoplite army. But when you got Roman, Triplex Accius type troops and all that against barbarians or against Macedonian phalangites and with little cavalry and light, you can do a lot better. Because they're the rigid units and you're the flexible units, and you can do the flank attacks and the charges a lot quicker and better. And because you'll have cavalry also. But this was a no cavalry army, just strict, ancient, boring, hoplite type warfare. And like I said, in this case, 9,500, being outnumbered almost 3,000 is significant in this heavy hoplite type army. It is very significant. And this is how I'm able to beat most of this type of army in the Field of Glory 2 AI, by using this tactic here. And like I said, I've shown it before in different cases, but I chose to pick the most rigid formation and the most rigid style of hoplite warfare. And like I said before, if this was, just toe to toe, this more likely is a real gamble and great possibility of losing because you are outnumbered. And I've tried this type of thing before, and usually my center would break or one flank would break and the Spartans would do well, but then eventually they get overwhelmed because of this numerical difference. Now, if you played it at level 2 or level 3 even, where the armies are more even, well, then you have a better shot at winning. But when you're slightly outnumbered but have a good army, use this oblique or Luchter tactic. It will work. All right, until next time, thank you for watching.